Voracek there, turning away from Zidlitsky. Back to Briere. Fire! Oh, Seam deflected stop. Gagne! He scored!
All right, what is up, everyone? A couple days off here, and we are back with another game preview for tomorrow's game, August 2nd. Flyers take on the Boston Bruins, game 1 of the round-robin tournament. Today, August 1st, is the start of the qualifiers and the play-in rounds. So today is basically where the real season starts. It's definitely going to be fun to be watching a lot of these games. It's 11:25 a.m. right now, so there's games in about 35 minutes or so. So there's definitely going to be some anticipation going into those. But this is a Flyers versus Bruins preview for tomorrow's game at 3 o'clock. Again, this is going to be, as I said, the first game of the round robin for the Flyers. They're coming off the 3-2 overtime win in the exhibition game. It's definitely going to be fun to see how they do things. It's I don't really think there's going to be much of a change in lines from the exhibition game as for practice as of Friday. So basically, as of yesterday, the lines for practice were Giroux, Couturier, Voracek. That was still the same line. Lawton, Hayes, Konecny. That was the same line as well. JVR, Grant, and Aube-Kubel, and then Raffl and Farabee, they would interchange, and then Thompson and Pitlick. So the only thing that switched was, it looked like it was Pitlick and Aube-Kubel who switched there on that line, and that was really it. It was just like really, it was just the same stuff there for that line. And, you know, the only change is that the other two, they would interchange, and then obviously Aube-Kubel going to the third line. For the defense, it was Provorov, Niskanen, Sanheim, Myers, Hagen, Braun, and then Ghost and Freeman as your fourth pair there. So I'm assuming that probably that lineup will just be the same. For the defense, it'll probably be Provorov with Niskanen, Sanheim, and Myers, and Hagen, Braun. I honestly wouldn't have minded if Ghost was in the lineup. I thought he played good in the exhibition game to actually get in the lineup. But again, I'm not worried about Hag. I think Hag's been great all season. He's been a good shutdown guy. And I think he's really good for that spot there on that third pair with Braun. I think he played good on that spot too with Braun in the regular season regardless. And then obviously Carter Hart and Brian Elliott. I'd have to think Hart gets this game. As for the Bruins, I watched a little bit. I shouldn't say a little bit. I watched the majority of that exhibition game versus Columbus. And the Bruins looked a little off at times. I mean, yeah, it is their first game, but even still, they were a little off. They found themselves down 3-0, ended up losing the game 4-1. Pasternak had a beautiful goal that was gorgeous. But regardless, I think this is a winnable game for the Flyers. But I personally think, like, it's weird because a lot of my opinions change on this round robin. Like, I think that it's like, honestly, there's a thought in my mind the Flyers could end up losing to the Bruins, but it beat the Tampa Bay Lightning, and it could go and that could even go the other way. You could have the Flyers beat the Bruins, and then you can have the Flyers, I don't know, maybe lose to the Capitals. I mean, a bunch of things can happen here. The Flyers just have to really play their game to the best of their ability. But personally, I think, as for the Bruins as well, Pasternak and Chara, they were both in the lineup, so I'd have to think that they're going to be in the lineup. We talked about it on the podcast. Marchand had a little bit of I believe a hand injury, they said it was. It looked like he got hit on a play by Werenski. He went to the locker room. I don't think it was anything that serious. And Bruce Cassidy didn't sound like it was anything serious, and he wasn't concerned at all. So that is good news if you are a Bruins fan. Not so good news if you're a Flyers fan. But again, this game is going to be a tight one. And I honestly think the Flyers are going to win this one. I'm going to say 4-3 in regulation, not 4-3 in a shootout like I did against Pittsburgh. But again, I'm going to say 4-3 in regulation. I think the Flyers are going to win this one. We will see what happens there. So remember, guys, podcasts, articles, those links from my channel. Stay tuned for the game review tomorrow. And remember, the game is at 3 o'clock, and that is Eastern Standard Time in Toronto again. So again, remember, podcasts, articles, those links are on my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.